All right, let's get right into it. We've talked about text, we've talked about images, but today we are tackling what I think is the most exciting frontier in all of AI creation, and that is mastering motion and short-form video. This is really where everything comes together. You've got 2 seconds. That's it. In the world of short-form video, that is your entire window to grab somebody's attention. It's the high-stakes game of the deep hook. A hook that doesn't just get a glance, but actually creates instant curiosity and makes someone need to know what's next. You know, we're all living in this attention stream. It's that endless river of content we swim in every single day. And it's not just for fun. It's become the new town square for culture, for connection, for business. Mastering it isn't just a good idea anymore. It's absolutely crucial if you want to make an impact. But there's a problem, right? The moment most people hear the word video, their shoulders tense up. They immediately think it's just too hard, way too expensive, or just unbelievably complex. Well, that right there, that's legacy thinking, and it's time we left it in the dust. Just look at how much the game has changed. Forget needing a whole studio. Your command center is right there at your desk. That $5,000 camera, it's been replaced by something way more powerful, your strategy. And that editor you used to hire by the hour? Well, now you've got a whole team of AI assistants ready to go 24/7. So this isn't just about learning some new software. No. What we're talking about is a fundamental power shift. It's about flipping the switch from being just a consumer of content to becoming a powerful creator. And this, right here, says it all. I want you to really think about this for a second. With the tools available now, you have the power to create cinematic experiences all by yourself. You are a one-person Pixar. You are a one-person Hollywood studio. Just let that sink in. The power is literally at your fingertips. Okay, so the big question is, how do we actually do it? Let's get into the tactical part of this. I'm going to give you a super clear, step-by-step blueprint to create your very own 30-second masterpiece, right from scratch. So here's our roadmap. We've got 7 steps. We're going to go from the initial script all the way to that final quality check. This is everything you need to build something that's polished, professional, and super engaging. First up, step 1, the script. You see, a short video isn't just words on a page. It's what's called a multimodal artifact. It's this perfectly timed dance of words, images, motion, and sound, and that requires a totally new way to think about scripting. And this is the secret weapon. It's called the scene architect prompt. Look at this. By structuring your prompt to an AI in a table like this, you're not just asking for words, you're building a complete storyboard. You're telling it what to show, what to say, and what to hear, second by second. Okay, next up, visuals. Here's a fun fact. The human eye gets bored in about 2 to 3 seconds. Seriously. So for a 30-second video, you can't just stick with 1 or 2 images. You need variety. We're talking 10 to 15 completely different visual assets to keep that momentum going and keep the viewer totally locked in. Now for the magic trick. We take all those still images and we add a layer of animation. And look, we're not talking about some crazy complex character animation. The real secret here is subtle motion. Tiny little movements that trick our brains into thinking what we're seeing has a much higher production value. I mean, think about these little micro movements. A really slow zoom on someone's eyes, a gentle pan across a beautiful landscape, even just dust motes dancing in a sunbeam. These tiny, tiny details are what signal to our brain, hey, this is cinematic, this is high quality. It's not just a boring slideshow. So our visuals are moving, now it's time to add the voice. And modern AI voices are, well, they're incredible. They're not robotic anymore. They can capture breath, hesitation, real emotion. The key here is to really take your time and choose a voice that perfectly matches the personality of your brand. Please never forget this. Audio is literally 50% of the entire experience. It's half the battle. You really need 2 things here. Some background music to drive the energy and set the mood, and then sound effects. You know, like a whoosh or a ping to add that satisfying layer of texture and polish. All right, let's talk about one of the not overlooked, but maybe one of the most critical elements, your captions. Now, why are they so important? Well, because we live in a world where most people are watching your stuff with the sound turned off. Just look at that number, 85%. That is wild. If you don't have captions on your video, you are literally failing to communicate with 85% of your potential audience. This means captions aren't just a nice to have anymore. They are absolutely essential.
And don't just slap some boring block of text at the bottom of the screen. No, you want to use active captions, 1 or 2 words at a time. Big, high contrast, popping on screen right as they're spoken. This technique literally forces the viewer's eyes to stay glued to the center of the screen. It guarantees you have their full attention.
Okay, we are almost at the finish line. But before you hit that export button, there is one final, super important step. Think of it as a pre-flight check to make sure your video is going to have the maximum possible impact.
It's a really simple 3-point audit. Question 1, the hook check. Is the absolute most interesting thing happening in the first second and a half? Question 2, the pacing check. Do you have at least 10 visual changes in 30 seconds? And question 3, the CTA check. Is your ending crystal clear about what you want the viewer to do next? If you can say yes to all 3, you are ready for takeoff.
So let's just zoom out for a second. This whole blueprint, it represents a complete change in your role. You're moving from being a hands-on, in-the-weeds creator to more of a high-level creative strategist. And this right here is the ultimate takeaway. This is the new mindset. You are no longer a video editor obsessing over keyframes. No, you are a creative director. You're the visionary. You're the one guiding the entire production. And this is what that new partnership with AI really looks like. Your job is the why. It's the story, the emotion, the strategy. The AI's job is the how. It handles the technical execution, the visuals, the voice, the motion. It is the ultimate creative collaboration. So, there you have it, the complete blueprint for creating your own masterpiece in the attention stream. The power is truly at your fingertips now, so the only question left is, what will you create first?